feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you could tap in and you could tap out, but you know my slogan, you know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, big salute to all my day one investors, man. Everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 50,000 subscribers. We on our way to 60K, all right? Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, all my new investors, man. Everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, all right? Now, do me a favor, my G's. Wipe off your feet before you step into the big house. You understand me? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, all right? Now, listen, man. I got a lot of people in the DMs right now. Yo, Big G and BTV, what's your perspective on the whole situation with that Nike ad that's going viral on TikTok and YouTube? Yo, Big G and BTV, what's your thought process on that Nike ad that's going wild, going viral all over TikTok, right? First and foremost, absolutely nasty work. You understand what I'm saying? Going through my DMs, you know, this particular topic fell on my desk. I said, you know, let's go ahead and get this out the way. Let's have a conversation, right? You know, you really got to do your due diligence in this day and age, right? And Nike has, you know, allegedly dropped the ad that is sparking outrage amongst the community. You know what I mean? It's got a lot of people up in arms. It's got a lot of people feeling the way about Nike. You know, and one thing for sure, two things for certain, right? When it comes to these billion-dollar companies that, you know, us melanated people help build from the ground up. And I needed to make sure I put that in there. You know, these, you know, Fortune 500 companies, 9 times out of 10, we are the majority shareholders. We help build these companies from nothing to something, right? So it is something that frequents us. It is something that is normal to see a designer brand, a huge company with weird ads, racist ads, you know, just ads that don't connect to the urban community. All right. So I did my due diligence. I looked into this ad. Absolutely nasty work. But see, one thing for sure and two things for certain, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deep in a rap. And also, like I always tell y'all, pay attention to the triple cross. If you fall for the double cross, the triple cross is going to go over your head. You understand what I'm saying? Always pay attention and look out for the triple cross. Don't fall for the double cross. And that's where we going to go with this live stream. You know, I was going to talk about Show Flacco and Munchie B, but, you know, we gotta be careful on how we engage with the algorithm. You know what I mean? And I thought that this topic right here was a little more needed. It has much substance. You understand? Because again, you already know, Grown Man Business TV is nobody that's gonna connect the dots like me. There's nobody on YouTube with a perspective like mine. So this not gonna be a long live stream. Like I said, I got some family coming in. I gotta make my way to the airport. A clean hour of power. All right, Nike. Nasty work, my G's. Yeah, we saw what you did, Nike. It didn't go over our heads and under our bridges, Nike. All right? Yeah, they send me the receipt. But listen, they sending me all the yeah. They make sure I see it. All right? We ain't gonna talk long about this. We gonna get in and we gonna get out. All right? Before I get y'all this pure dope straight off the brick directly into the bottles, you already know. I got to do some customizations to the chat, my G. Listen, man, the higher ups and the elites are always playing chess at the highest level. The higher ups and the elites are always trying to shadow ban the channel and muffle the message. The higher ups and the elites understand that Grown Man Business TV is an absolute threat to the establishment. And not only am I a threat to the establishment, my G's, the revolution will be televised right here in these YouTube streets. So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to the chat, Mr. Universe. I see you in here. OG Kick, what it do, my G? I see you in here. Nike, there's an ad going viral on TikTok, YouTube, social media platforms that got a lot of people up in arms. And we're gonna talk about that, man. We gonna clear the air. You know what I'm saying? Because again, one thing for sure, two things for certain, we not falling for the double cross. And see, I was gonna talk about Munchie B, I was gonna talk about Draco the Ruler, but in this clean hour of power, I want the higher ups to understand. I want y'all to really get it in your mental Rolodex that you dealing with a war general over here. Yeah, this ain't bad. This ain't 1995. This ain't 1978. This ain't back when y'all had the easy propaganda and false narratives where y'all could, just pull at the heartstrings of the urban community and get us to do whatever y'all want us to do. We living in a different day and age right now. And believe it or not, yeah, we got some real leaders. We got some soldiers. We got some truth tellers. And this is what y'all got to deal with. Grown man bars and grown man business is exactly what you got to deal with. All right. So again, we going to have this conversation real in and out. This ain't something sometimes when I get conversations and I get downloads like this, the downloads be heavy and I got to stay up here for 2 hours. This is not that. Real easy work. I want the higher ups and the elites to understand it's starting to become easy work. The propaganda, the lies, the false narratives are so obvious now that it is easy work. Oh yeah, we gonna scrape the plate with this one. Don't worry. We gonna eat. We gonna scrape the plate. All right. So you see that right there at the bottom of the chat. You see that right there. Don't worry. Right there at the bottom of the chat, right before you get in here with your Twitter fingers, using your Twitter fingers all in the comment section, using your tweet, putting the comments all in the comment section, using your Twitter fingers to do what the Twitter fingers like to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear. Every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube, yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You know how I'm giving it up, and you absolutely know how I'm putting it down. Nike. Let's have a conversation. Now, we all love Nike. You know how us melanated, you know how we feel about Nike. Jordan. Yeah, Michael Jordan, Nike, Deion Sanders, the whole Nike brand. We got a soft spot in our heart for Nike. We love Nike. And on the back of a black man, on the back of a melanated black man by the name of Michael Jordan, we built Nike from nothing to something. From nothing to something. So, it did shock me at the sight of this ad that's going around on TikTok, and people are speaking out about it. It's going viral, and it really did make me feel some type of way initially when I first saw this ad. I said to myself, why would Nike do this? Yeah, I just saw Nike give, Deion Sanders, his son, Shador Sanders. I done seen Nike give him all kind of hundreds of millions of dollars. I done seen Nike have so many different black athletes. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant, all of these athletes, black men, help build Nike up. Why would Nike let a ad like this go viral? Why would Nike approve an ad like this, knowing how we gonna feel about it? And see, a lot of my people, we jump out the window. We move off emotions. We don't really think about logic. We don't really step back and look and try to get the grand scheme of things and really see what's going on. We go off emotions, and if we feel a certain way, then we'll jump out the window. And I'm not mad at my people for doing that, because everybody can't see through the smoke and mirrors the way they supposed to. That's why I'm here. All right, so one thing for sure, two things for certain. Look, man, check this out. I kept the receipts. Nike, I kept the receipts. I don't go nowhere without the receipts. I kept them in my back pocket. We're going to get into a couple of receipts, and then we're going to break this thing down. And again, like it or love it, I'm going to give you this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. I'm not stepping on the content. No baking soda, no quinine, no fentanyl. We ain't dumbing this down. It's pure dope. All right? So again, this ain't gonna be a long live stream. We're gonna get right into this. I wanna play a couple of clips, a couple of receipts of a sort of reaction from the people. From the people on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, social media outlets, the the backlash, okay, to this ad right here. Let's get into this. Big salute to the chat. I ain't got a lot of time with y'all. Look! Okay, now that's a let's look at it one more time. Look at this. Look at this. You got the Nike sign on the back with branded on the back of a black man, a melanated man. You got the Nike sign on the back, branded on the back of a melanated man. Okay? Now, you got to know with our history on American soil, slavery, prisoners of war, POWs, you can say that that's a brand, or it almost looked like a lash from a whip. It gives that duality, right? Like whatever, it's like a therapist or a psychologist, right? Where you could hold a picture up and you might see a brand and I might see a lash, right? But we all seeing something from our own perspective. And when I saw this right here, I said to myself, that's nasty work, Nike. With all of the melanated men that work for your company, that help build your company. Nike was nothing until a black man put him on his feet, right? I felt a certain type of way about that. You know what I mean? And it's natural for us to feel first. That's just our natural instinct, is to feel something. And just like this guy felt some type of way. I want to play one more receipt of the homegirl. Salute to Tatiana Speaks. She's family with the channel. She's locked in the Grown Man Business TV. I want to let her, just give her quick synopsis as well. Right? Go ahead and talk to the people. Yeah, Tatiana, talk to the people. Look.
All right, hey y'all. So I seen this video popping up, right? And I wanted to say something because I think the real conversation is very much missing, right? Every time one of these disrespectful situations happen, the first thing that y'all do is attack the companies. The first thing y'all do is say, why would y'all do this? Y'all is racist. Da 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 da. When that is common knowledge. My real issue is, why is there black people allowing this to be done anyway? Nobody ever wants to talk about, why is there black people allowing this to be done to them? Why is there black photographers? Why is there black assistants? Why are there black people in these environments and they don't say shit about the issues? That is the real conversation. Every time one of these little disrespectful posts pop up, every time these companies do some weird shit, y'all attack them, but not the people that is allowing it to manifest into physical form. These companies can only do what people are allowing to do, and y'all never address the correct party, which is black people. And 9 times out of 10, these are not American black people who's allowing this disrespect. It's always the outsiders. I don't care how nobody feels. I understand. Oh my God, you're a corporation. You should look. They don't give a fuck about us. When will y'all recognize that? These people don't care about black people. These people don't even like us. We are beneficial for them. How many times have these companies and corporations been very disrespectful to black people, and y'all go back and buy it, and y'all go back and work for them, and y'all go back and you stand there and you allow them to put this on your body? Y'all seem to ignore that this is a black man that allowed this to happen. He took the job. Y'all not talking about that. How are you going to stop the company from being disrespectful when there's black people walking through the door saying, I'm willing to be disrespected for a bag? I'm willing to be an idiot for a bag.
Salute to the homie Tati. You know, she good with the channel. 100% correct, right? She's cooking with fish grease right now. Nothing she said I can go against or challenge. You know, she wrapped it all up, all in one. You know, because I was going kind of getting to that. You know, who is this guy? 9 times out of 10, this is not even like a black person or foundational black American. This guy is from England. He's African. You know, they always seem to get those foreigners to play us, even in movies. You know, Snowfall. The main character is playing Ricky Rose. He's playing Rick Ross. He's playing a black American, a foundational black American. He's from England. He's from Ghana. He's African. All right. So it get deep when you actually look into that. And when I saw this receipt from the homie Tati, I said, yo, let me look into this. Let me get into this, because if this is the case, then yeah, one thing for sure, two things for certain. The reason why things like this happen over and over is because we don't affect the bottom line of these companies. We build these companies, the Fortune 500 companies, right? And then we still go spend money with them. We still go buy the product. All we need is a new pair of Jordans, a new pair of KDs, a new pair of goddamn Kobe's, and we in the line and we buying them. That's why these companies don't think twice to do the things that they do, say the things that they say, and push the narrative that they push, right? I can't go against and salute the Tati. You know what I'm saying? She be on these social media platforms going ham. You know what I mean? Love the content. Now, yeah, it is what it is. So after I got a whiff of this, after I got this situation with Nike came across my desk, right? You know me, Grown Man Business TV. I do my due diligence. And this is where it gets deep at. This is where it goes from a double cross to a triple cross. What's the double cross? The double cross is that, hey, this is normal. We seen this with Prada. We seen this with Balenciaga. We seen this with Tommy Hilfiger. We seen this with Ralph Lauren. I mean, we see this over and over again. The triple cross is the timing. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Just like Tati, just like everybody else, I'm saying, why would Nike do this? All these big companies always shooting at us. What's going on? Like, Nike, though? Once I do my due diligence, I find out Nike didn't create this ad. Once I do my due diligence, I find out Nike didn't approve this ad. Once I do my due diligence, I find out this right here was created by AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, you follow me? Follow me. Nike put out a statement. We had nothing to do with that. That didn't come across our desk. We didn't approve that. We have nothing to do with that. Dig deeper. Some AI channel, some AI made this. This is where it gets deep at. Where you have AI creating things like this, ads, etc., propaganda to evoke emotion out of black people. This is where we gonna get deep at. You know what? I got one more receipt. Big salute to the chat. Oh, I know y'all didn't even expect that. Y'all didn't see that one coming, right? Yeah, that's why I'm talking about it. Because y'all ain't see that coming. Now we about to dig into this. Why do they want us to lash out? Why are, you know what? We gonna get into that. Let's let this young lady talk, and we gonna double back. Go ahead and talk to them. Look!
To verify if it's real, really need to slow down when it This is why we really need to slow down when it comes to AI. I came across what looked like a Nike campaign, and immediately, as someone who's worked in comms for 15 years, I saw people discussing this, and I immediately thought there's no way a brand like Nike would approve a campaign like this. So I checked, and sure enough, it is fake. It is AI generated, and people were discussing it as if it was real. AI is getting so good that it could spark outrage, right? Before people even have a chance to, verify if it's real, people are already discussing it, giving dissertations. And I want to caution everyone in the rush to be first, right, to discuss something. We really need to do our due diligence and first check to see if it's even real. Look, there's so much happening in this world that deserve our outrage. And this is something where if you see something like that, do your due diligence and double check to make sure it's real. Everything is a dumpster fire right now. And yes, there are brands that like to spark outrage, but we have to do our diligence and be able to spot what is AI generated. So take a beat, verify, right? You don't always have to be the first to post. Verify that something is real, because I fear we are cooked if stuff like this continues to happen.
Ooh, very well said, young lady. Right now, again, I did my due diligence. I came across a press statement. You know what I'm saying? A few other things, and then I came across this right here, this receipt, and this was one of the main reasons why I wanted to have this conversation. It wasn't just because the ad, like I said, man, the double cross is redundant. The double cross is something that is easy to see. It's easy to see that a big company like Nike is following in the footsteps of Balenciaga and Ralph Lauren and all these other big Fortune 500 companies like Tommy Hilfiger, and showing racism towards black people. But then you do your due diligence, and what you see is the triple cross. The triple cross. Right now, black people are not outraged. Right now, black people are not marching in the streets. We are not looting. We are not rioting. We are not all over social media giving our energy to the reptilians. We are not out here just being, moved around like the Pinocchio. Yeah, we ain't out here moving around like puppets. To be honest, they can't really predict what our next move is. We are not really acting normal. We are not really acting the way they want us to act in these trying times. You got war going on. You got the Epstein files going on. You got all of this and that and everything going on. And normally we out there in the streets. Guess what? We protesting, we rioting. Oh, they could do anything. They could say something racist and we'll jump out the window. So now all of a sudden you got AI creating racist and triggering ads and narratives and propaganda. Why? To trigger black people, to get us in a predictable position, to get us in a position that they're used to us being in, to drain our energy. And see, we already know that it's easy to spot the double cross. Oh, who's Shiesty and Gucci man? Oh, look at this and look at that. But see, they don't want us to just be talking about celebrity news. They want us outraged. In these trying times, normally we are outraged. And all it takes is one little match, one little spark of fire to have us all out in the street, running up in Nike stores, looting, robbing, pandemonium, causing chaos and destruction. All it takes is one little light, one little match of a fake ad of a black man with whelps and brands and all on his back like a lash, not even knowing if it's actually a black man. This could be a whole African, a goddamn Jamaican. I mean, we don't know who this guy is. What I'm here to tell you is keep your eyes open for the triple cross. Don't fall for the double cross. With everything going on, with everything going down, you got to know we control the narrative. And it don't matter if it's a whole presidential election going on. They want to know who are black people voting for. Where is the black vote going? It don't matter what's going on. It don't matter how far at war. If we don't turn up in America, if we don't create the propaganda and the narrative, it don't matter. This right here is something I saw coming, but this is my first time seeing it. We all see AI up and down our timelines. We all see AI shorts and AI videos. And what I'm here to tell you is it's only going to get worse. At one time, I could instantly look at a video or a picture or anything, and I could see the AI in it. It's getting better and better and better by the day. It's to the point now where I can look at a video, I don't know if it's AI, and then something like a glitch or just something that happened, and I can tell. They haven't perfected it, but they are very close. What happens when AI is so perfect that we see something and it instantly sparks outrage and convinces you to jump out the window when all it was AI? You know, things like this are just like Grown Man Business, man. Just like Grown Man Business TV. It is a universal language. It is something that transcends race and creed. Let me give you an example. What happens when they promote or they push a video of Donald Trump being assassinated? Something like that. And the dog fur see that video. And the dog fur go goddamn crazy on American soil. And all it was an AI video. Wasn't even real. What happens? Imagine the dog fur seeing Donald Trump get assassinated. Imagine the reaction from that. Pandemonium. Chaos. Let's go deeper, right? Imagine a nuclear bomb goes off in the air and we all see a video of a nuke flying towards America. Oh, breaking news, fresh off the press right here on CNN, Fox News, and Newsmax. There's been a nuclear warhead released right out of Russia, right out of China, and it's on its way to American soil. You have 45 minutes. Imagine it's not on social media. Imagine they hack your goddamn TVs or they hack your news channel and they tell you that a nuke is coming. I mean, I'm just pulling it out the air right now. This ad right here is just me showing you and me telling you, keep your eyes open. Don't move off of emotion. Don't move off of fear. Don't move off of anything but logic. Does this make sense? If it don't make sense, if something ain't right, use your due diligence. You gotta use your due diligence. A lot of people are talking about this, but nobody has figured out that this is not real. I did my due diligence. Ain't no motherfucking way. Nike. Ain't no way Nike, with all the money that would be at risk, to me, ain't no way Nike would green like that. But you just never know. When you dealing with the dog fur, when you dealing with, you know, these big, huge corporations, when you dealing with Fortune 500, when you dealing with billions and trillions, when you dealing with that, you just never know what'll happen at the top. You gotta do your due diligence. Same way I'm talking about Gucci. Hey, same way I would say, hey, listen, I'm not leaning on it until I see something and it's confirmed. I never called Tax Stone a rat until I seen the paperwork. Everything like was, listen, let's make sure we on cue. Let's get biblical, right? You know, in that good book somewhere it tells us that there's gonna come a time where we won't know the difference. You know, the summer will look like winter and the winter will look like summer. I mean, it's don't get me, not this ain't word for word, but you know what I'm talking about. It basically tells us that the things that we see will be a total lie. We won't be able to tell the difference. You will look right at something and you won't be able to tell. And if you look at these transmissions, that's a prime example. It done got to a point where some of these people, if you don't, you got to double take and make sure you know what you're looking at. When I was growing up, we knew exactly what a transmission was. RuPaul was on TV, and we all know that RuPaul was a big-ass man. It wasn't no goddamn second guessing. We knew that RuPaul, yeah, we knew that big-ass man what he was. It was called a drag queen. There wasn't no such thing as transmissions. Yeah, we didn't want to do no motherfucking oil changes with your big. Yeah, it wasn't no such thing as a transmission. Your ass was dragging, and that's was what you was. You was a dragon queen. Your ass was, yeah, we knew exactly. But nowadays, shit. Get round the wrong goddamn shit. Yeah, your ass be done change some oil. One of you niggas out there be done change some motherfucking oil. Your ass would be a mechanic in the morning. You be done went out there, got you some bottles of Douce, and you drinking and they drinking, and your ass be done woke up a mechanic. You done changed the oil on a transmission. Yes, sirree, Bobby. Yes, you did. Yeah, ain't no turning back when you change the oil. You change the oil on the transmission, your ass is a full-blown mechanic. Ain't no turning back. And if you know, then you know. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. All I'm trying to tell you is we are entering in a time where we are not going to know the difference. Listen, I used to could tell the difference between an AI video and something that was real, and it's getting to the point where I don't know if this shit real or not. Yeah, I can't tell you. I'm an old man. I done got to the point where I'm looking at that motherfucker. I get to going in the comments. Let me tell you something. I done got to the point where I'll look at a certain video and then I'll go in the comment. And if enough people say that it's AI, then I'ma just believe that it's AI then. Y'all ain't never did that. Y'all ain't seen the video yet that was so goddamn real. You ain't sure. You go to the comments, you got 13 people saying, hey, this shit is AI, man. Yeah. Respectfully, yeah. I done got to the point where I can't tell the jobs. What the fuck going on? I go to the comments, they confirm it, I get out of there. Yeah. You know, all of these things that are happening, the majority of these things that are happening on American soil are to evoke emotion or evoke rage out of foundational Black Americans. Think about it. It used to be so easy. You get a George Floyd, man, shit. We got a big distraction. The next 2 years, we got a distraction. You get a Trayvon Martin, you get a racial situation on American soil, and Black people will take that and run with it for 24 months. We done got to the point where we ain't budging. You understand? They had a No Kings rally the other last weekend. Not one goddamn car window was busted out. Not one goddamn store was looted. Not one. No, they didn't bust out no windows. They didn't do nothing. The dog fur was out there talking to the police. They did it on the weekend, so everybody was off. They didn't affect the bottom line at no jobs. Nobody lost no money. Thousands of goddamn dog fur people out there. Thousands of goddamn Neanderthals out there with picket signs. They don't even know how to picket. They don't even know how to protest without us. Yeah, did y'all know that there was a No Kings rally, a protest last week? You didn't even know about it. That's how quiet that shit. They didn't bust a goddamn grape in the fruit fight. They went out there and they was singing and Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya. Yeah, the dog fur was singing Kumbaya. The police was singing. Everybody was singing Kumbaya. They didn't bust a goddamn window. They didn't steal a goddamn Slim Jim. They didn't steal a pack of Skittles out the store. My point is, that ain't how you do this, son. They need your ass out there. They need you goddamn looting, stealing, robbing. Yeah. They didn't send a CNN camera. It wasn't a it wasn't a goddamn news camera out there recording them goddamn people singing Kumbaya. All of a sudden, an AI ad from Nike pop out with a black man with goddamn brands on his back, all in his skin and all that. Well, what I'm here to tell you is, we don't believe you. You need more people. We don't believe you. We are awakening to our power. We are awakening to the things and the triggers that y'all use to control us. It used to be the word nigga. Oh, all you had to do was say nigga one time, a nigga throw his whole life away. Beat your ass, throw his whole life away. All you had to do is let us know that one of these companies that we built from the ground up is secretly racial and a racist towards us, and we lose our minds. We don't believe you. You need more people. We can see. We know what y'all got on those Epstein files. We are looking at Donald Trump make a fool out of white supremacy all over the globe. You think we gonna jump out the window for a goddamn Nike ad? Not gonna happen. Yeah, you heard it here first. I don't mind being the bearer of bad news, and I know you watching me. I see how y'all playing with the numbers. I know you in here. We know what y'all got on them Epstein files. We know what y'all hiding in them Epstein files, and it's deeper than little girls. It's deeper than, it's deeper than rap. We know what y'all putting in those McDonald's burgers. We know what y'all putting in the ground beef. We know what y'all up to. We all can see Donald Trump making a mockery of white supremacy all over the globe. It ain't a place on the face of the planet that ain't laughing at the image of a white man right now. Yeah. It ain't a place on the face of the planet that ain't looking at white men for exactly what we knew them to be. And you think we gonna jump out the window for a Nike ad? Nah. Salute to Tati Speaks. Salute to Tatiana. You know, she deep with the channel. She locked in with Grown Man Business TV. But we not gonna bust no moves. We not gonna bust no moves. And even if Nike did put this ad out, we ain't busting no moves. Is what it is. Is what it is. Because I'm gonna tell you something, right? We done got so far. We done got so far gone that it don't matter if we shop with Nike no more. Listen, it don't matter if we shop with Nike or not. The money they've made off of us, they good. It don't matter if we shop with Balenciaga anymore. That's why they put them ads out. It don't matter if we shop with Tommy Hilfiger. That's why he said what he said. Because once they get a certain amount of money, they really, it is what it is. Balenciaga, we have already made it what it is. We have already built it up to what it is. Tommy Hilfiger, Ralph Lauren, these companies are solidified. Gucci, these companies are solidified. We have cemented these companies. Nike is the same way. You think if we stop shopping with Nike, they assed out? They might lose money. We might affect the bottom line, but at the end of the day, they ain't gonna go broke. You think if we stop shopping with Target, they gonna go broke? Breezy Santana, what it do, my G? Yeah, Miss Lovelace, Draysky, what it do? My wrenches is in here. See y'all, man. What it do? So we got to get it out of our minds that, nah, these companies are cemented. At the end of the day, it's bigger than money. What we have, what we hold in our possession, money can't buy that. Money can't buy it. The fire that we hold, the flame that we contain, money can't buy it. Let me give you an example. George Floyd happens, right? We unleash this flame that I'm talking about. George Floyd is assassinated and we unleash this flame. And then dudes like George Soros, billionaires like George Soros, they just add fuel to the fire. Once we unleash, and I like that, this spiritual energy, this flame, those reptilians put bricks out there for us to continue and build the flame. They put paid protesters amongst us to build the flame, to continue the flame, to manipulate that spiritual energy. So what they need us to do is spark it. They need us to jump off. Once we spark it, oh yeah, now there's millions of dollars in paid protesters, millions of dollars in bricks, millions of dollars in this, and millions of dollars in that. And we just let this spiritual energy run wild, uncontrollable. Once it get to a certain stature, to a certain level, it's actually uncontrollable. What I'm here to tell you is, we don't believe you. You need more people. You need more people, my G. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Nasty work. This one right here almost got here. Let me tell you something. This one right here almost got away from me. I said, oh shit, look at that. A Nike ad like this? What? We ain't budging. You motherfuckers gonna go out there and do your goddamn million dog fur having peace march. That's what your ass better do next. Yeah. You better do a million dog fur peace march out there on Washington, D.C. You motherfucker, when you go outside, your ass better go and start busting grapes. Your ass better start looting and robbing and doing all. We ain't riding with you. We ain't sliding with you. We ain't siding with you. None of that. Donald Trump is making a mockery out of white supremacy, and we ain't gonna stop it. We not gonna distract nothing. Donald Trump is making a mockery out of America. Donald Trump is making a mockery out of the American government. Donald Trump is showing the world what we already knew we was dealing with. He is openly showing the world that dog fur. And we don't give a goddamn. I wouldn't care what. Yeah, you could put a picture of Harriet Tubman up there. How about that? Do that next time, AI. Put a picture of Harriet Tubman. We ain't busting. I wouldn't give a, yeah, I wouldn't care who you put up there. Put Malcolm X up there next time with goddamn lashes on his back with Nike brand on his back. I don't give a damn. Put Martin Luther King ass up there with Nike on his back. I wouldn't give a damn. With the goddamn good work that Donald Trump is doing right now, oh, we gonna stay out the way. We gonna stay out the way. You gotta understand how powerful this is. There was I can't think of her name. It was a Chinese representative from China, Japan, something, right? She was just at the White House and she had a meeting with Donald Trump. This was about 3 or 4 days ago. And she was here to have a conversation with Donald Trump to listen to him convince her why they should continue buying oil with the American dollar. And Donald Trump was so rambunctious and such a degenerate. He was just in his goddamn splendor of dog fur that he absolutely forgot the reason she was here. He made jokes about Hiroshima. He act like he was in control, and she left the White House, went to Japan or China, and made a deal with them to start buying oil with whatever currency they got over there. That's the image of the dog fur all across the globe. When they say America this and America that, they're talking about white men. They're talking about the dog fur. They need us to jump out there and cause such a distraction and such chaos and such confusion that the world stops looking at how embarrassing white supremacy is looking, and look at black people again, and look at us riot, and look at us march, and look at us protest, and look at us loot, and look at us throw bricks all through the Nike, and yeah, that's what they need, and we not gonna give it to them. We not gonna give it to them. The focus will remain on how goofy Donald Trump is in them Epstein files. And that's what I came to tell you. I know you're watching. I know you pay attention. Yeah, you think we want to take the goddamn the attention off of how embarrassing Donald Trump is? On just how, I mean, listen to me, white supremacy is looking, yeah, you're washed up. Yeah, your motherfuckers are looking, and on top of all of that, you don't want to go to war when it's time to fight for America. We ain't seen a goddamn MAGA hat in the last 2 years. When the last time you seen a MAGA hat? When the last time you seen a Trump supporter? Only time I see Trump supporters is when they getting on this goddamn YouTube talking about, oh, I regret my vote. I thought that Donald Trump was going to be America first. I regret ever voting for Donald Trump. That's the only time I see a goddamn Trump supporter on YouTube, on social media. And guess what? Those red hats ain't nowhere to be found. Oh, listen, when you tell me how much you regret voting for Donald Trump, why don't you just wear the MAGA hats? The same way you wore the MAGA hat when you voted for Donald Trump, why don't you wear the MAGA hat? So I don't want my people to get tricked out of position. I want to keep the attention on how much of a coward you guys really are. How much of a coward you MAGA supporters and you MAGA voters, how much of a coward, how much cowardly heart you guys are. Y'all already know we gonna go to war. My people, we'll jump out there. We'll get to burning this shit up. We'll do that. Where y'all at? Why y'all ain't doing that? Because y'all cowards. Y'all hiding those red hats the same way the KKK Started hiding them hoods back in the day. You know, they used to put them white hoods on and go hang some black people. Then they all hide the hood and act like, oh, what happened last night? We don't, no, I was sound asleep. I don't know. Oh my God. To foundational black Americans, to all melanated people. I got to speak directly to all melanated people on American soil, because you could be a bunch of Jamaicans, they'll call y'all black. You could be a bunch of Haitians, they'll call your ass black if you go out there and do something. You could be a whole bunch of goddamn Englishmen from England. Your black ass is speaking your ass from England. You over here, you get to jumping out. Yeah, they'll call your ass black. They'll blame it on black. Out there in New York City, 90% of melanated people in New York City are immigrants. They are not foundational black Americans. They are West Indian. They are goddamn from Guaida, Africa, Haiti, Jamaica, West Indies, Barbados. Yeah. But every time y'all do something in New York City, what they call it? Black on black crime. You ain't never heard them say Jamaican on Jamaican crime with all the Jamaicans out in New York City doing crime. You ain't never heard them say Haitian on Haitian or West Indian on West Indian. So when all y'all do something, they blame it. They say, oh, niggas out there, they call you, oh, it's black on black crime. If you melanated, sit your ass down. Don't bust no moves. Don't bust no moves. Don't do nothing. Take your ass to work if that's what you do, and stay out the way. Go on vacation. Enjoy your day. We ain't stressing. We ain't giving no negative energy. We ain't, yeah, that was the last time you was gonna see us out in the street burning some shit down for the benefit of George Soros and Black Lives Matter, and we don't know where none of that money at. Yeah, oh yeah. They got real smart. Got your ass out there looting and robbing. Create a whole nonprofit organization called Black Lives Matter. Funnel the money. Goddamn Nike ad. Oh, Nike. Look what Nike did, black people. Look at this. Look at this, nigga. Look at this. Look what Nike did to you. Aren't you mad? Aren't they racist? Do something about it then. We know how you guys don't like racism. Go and do something about it. Please, do it now. We need you to do it now, black people. Look what they did to you. Put the goddamn brands on your back. Why would they? Okay. I got you. Again, man, shit is redundant. It's redundant. We'll be a goddamn fool to let you trick us out of position again. We not going to war. It's your turn. We not going to riot. What y'all did out there, in the Kings, whatever y'all, no Kings protest, that ain't how it's done. And we ain't going to save you. I don't give a goddamn about none of it. Yeah, look at Donald Trump. Yeah, I told you Donald Trump, he needed to be in office. So everybody could see what we already been telling them. So the world could see. The world can see just how primitive the dog fur really is. No more dressing that blonde dog fur and blue eyes up in a suit and tie and, talking like this. No more hiding white supremacy behind inferiority. You dudes is inferior. You inferior. We're gonna have a more conversation about this, man. You dudes is cavemen. And y'all cowards. Y'all ain't like your ancestors. Y'all got soft. Y'all got that pussy. You ain't like your ancestors. Your ancestors would have dropped the goddamn atomic bomb on Hiroshima. They would have already dropped the atomic bomb. Yeah. Yeah, we wouldn't even be talking about this. Yeah, salute. Yeah, respectfully. Your great grandfathers, they would already dropped the goddamn bomb on Hiroshima. Y'all asking your ally, oh, we need help. Where are our allies at? Listen, why do we need, are we the greatest military or not? Obviously, we are not the greatest military. Obviously, y'all been lying to yourself. You ain't got a lot of us no more. We already know. You lying to yourself. All right? Like I said, man, clean hour of power. Big salute to the chat. Yeah, I got some family coming in tonight. So I gotta make a run to the airport in about an hour. I need to get a few more things situated. I was like I said, and I might double back. I might talk about the show Flacco situation. But right now, I might make some jokes about it. The shit is funny to me. But what Show Flacco is doing with his channel, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really want to be a part of it. And then I thought about it, like I can't really show that video because Show Flacco is. I ain't gonna lie. He said, I ain't gonna. He said, homie, full name is government, like whatever they got going on with that Draco the Ruler. It ain't more important than this. It ain't no real substance in it. It's funny to me, but it ain't no substance. This right here was important to talk about. You're going to start seeing, the more we go into 2026, we're going to start seeing more propaganda, more narratives, false narratives, more triggers that they're going to be trying to pull at the racism trigger. They're going to be trying to pull at our heartstrings. They're going to be trying to get us to react to something. The fact that we are not reacting to anything is shining more light on the white supremacy, on the dog fur, on Donald Trump, on the lies. The more that we don't react, the more that we go to work, the more that we go on vacation, the more that black people are more interested in Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty. We don't give a damn. It's a war going on outside. It's a real life war. It's hints at nuclear war. It's whispers of nuclear war. And we talking about Pooh Shiesty and Gucci. We don't give a god. Man, listen, man, drop the bomb or not. We don't give a fuck. What is the oil prices going up? Well, shit, there it is. We still got to drive. We not going, we not going to drive because the gas prices is up? I don't check the goddamn gas prices, nigga. Yeah. I done came so far on American soil, I don't even look at gas prices. Give me 35 on 10. Yeah. Give me 35 on 10. I put the gas in, I get in my car, drive. Yeah. Let me get 45 on 2, ma'am. Yeah. Have you seen the gas prices? No, ma'am. Just let me get 45 on 2. Can you do that? Thank you so much. See you next time. And I go about my motherfucking business. Yeah. I don't, we want to know what's going to happen to Pooh Shiesty ass when they put him in prison, because he going to prison, nigga. You, a big 35, Papa Shiesty. Yeah, you niggas going to jail. So we're more concerned about how much time is Pooh Shiesty going to get for crossing state lines with those guns and kidnapping and forgery. Yeah. Oh, it's a war going on outside. Well, yeah, it's always a war. Get it over with. At least your ancestors will get that shit over with. Y'all got that pussy. You're crying. You don't want to go to war. You're hiding your MAGA hats. We ain't budging. All right. So big salute to the chat. I want to throw that out there. Clean hour of power. We have 59 minutes. I'm about to get up out of here. Big salute. Wisdom. Word is bond. I was about to call you Wisdom B. I took salute to Wisdom B, but I took his wrench night. Word is bond. What it do, my G? Mr. Universe, I see you in here. Breezy Santana, what it do, Miss Love Lace? Draysky, I see you in here. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to the big wrenches. Just wanted to throw that out there. I just wanted, I wanted to make sure I said that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't budging, man. It is not gonna be that easy, man. And when you listen to these words, when you listen to this download, right, and you recount all the times we jumped out the window over something like this, all the times we rioted, we went outside, we looted, we caused chaos, we protested over shit like this, it'll really start making you wonder, like, oh, yo, that was a propaganda. That was set up. They did that on purpose. Homie didn't mistakenly say that. That didn't mistakenly make it to the media. They did that to trigger us. Man, every time we jumped out there for our respect, we don't want to deal with racism. We don't want to be discriminated against. And every time we jumped out there and they made billions of dollars off our situation, they made millions, hundreds of millions, billions of dollars off of us just wanting our respect, just not wanting to be discriminated against. Think about all the times we jumped out the window and burnt this motherfucker down. Now it's their turn. They out that bitch singing Kumbaya on a Sunday. Who the hell gonna go ride and loot on a goddamn Sunday? You do it on a Wednesday in the middle of the week. 10,000 people don't go to work. Y'all now y'all affecting something. Y'all doing, motherfucker, it's the weekend. Ain't nobody got to work. Why, I'm telling you, the dog fur, man. Y'all ain't bust a goddamn window. Y'all ain't kick a police car. Y'all ain't steal a snicker out this store. Y'all paid for everything. Y'all went out there and spent all your goddamn money and wasted your weekend and went back home and went to work. You didn't affect nothing. You didn't do nothing. Nobody's talking about it. Thousands of people, thousands of dog furs out that motherfucker, and we ain't see one goddamn riot. We ain't see nothing. You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, man, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Yeah. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man business. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Yeah. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight, raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoating nothing. We not dressing nothing up. I'm only here to give you this game straight, raw, my G. Pure dope. Pure dope. All right? Seen a Nike ad. I seen a lot of my people really react to it, feel a certain type of way about it. I looked into it, did my due diligence on the situation, and come to find out they ain't green like that. Nike ain't have nothing to do with that. Some random AI account created this. And now we got to start asking, like, yo, why would AI do that? Well, you know, AI know what's going on. AI know what AI know what America needs. AI is looking around, and now all of a sudden we got these AI accounts making, yeah. It's only going to get worse. It is already there, but it's going to get worse. Like I said, imagine seeing a video of the president. Pow. Imagine the reaction it gets. Oh, breaking news. President number 45 has been imagine the reaction. Imagine the people that flood the streets and go crazy. Keep your eyes open for the triple cross. Let's not fall for the double cross, all right? So listen, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You already know, man, straight off the brick into the bottles. I don't want to do nothing more, nothing less. I want to give you this good dope, this pure dope. There is no other trap house on YouTube like Grown Man Business TV. Yeah, we ain't stepping on the content. We ain't stepping on it. We ain't, yeah. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Yeah, man, big salute. I'm about to get up out of here. Look, let me get 10 more subscribers, man. Let me get 10 more subscribers. That's going to put us at 59,800. I want 10 more subscribers before I get out of here. Breezy Santana, salute my G. Double back, yeah, for sure. Probably going to be a late night live stream. And you know, who knows what we'll talk about. It might be the show Flacco situation, but who knows? Um, it's gonna be a late night live stream. Make sure your notification bells are ringing. Eh, man, I know all of these holidays are pagan and pagan or whatever holidays. It's something about Easter I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like my wife, she loves Christmas, and don't get me wrong, we still put the Christmas tree up, and I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But just me personally, it's something about a bunny rabbit and, you know what I'm saying, like laying eggs and shit like that, that really just rubbed me the wrong way. So I see that in the chat, but I can't engage in that. Don't get me wrong, I like the Christmas. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like how it feels during Christmas time. You know, I let my old lady put lights up. She put the tree up. That, you know, I don't. But Easter, nah, nah, man, I ain't with it. Nah, I ain't with it, man. I can't do it, man. Let me get 5 more subscribers and we'll be there. Big salute to you. Motherfucker said Happy Easter. Yo, I remember. Yo, let me get 5 more subscribers. Let me give y'all the story, right? Before I get up out of here. You know, growing up, we always do, like, it's Easter Sunday. You get dressed up for Easter. You go to church. You know, that's been tradition. You know, and salute to my mom, man. You know, she didn't know no better, but I really love my mom and appreciate her for, you know, those, you know, just forcing me to go like to church with her and shit, right? Imagine like all those years of like the first communion and all of that, and then somewhere down the line, I can't remember where I came across the information, but somebody was like, yo, that's a ritual. Why would you be eating the flesh of Jesus and drinking the blood? And a light bulb went off in my head. Like it was some years ago when this happened, but it fucked me up because I never thought about that. Like, you know, you go to, you know, you put your Easter clothes on, you go to church, you eat the little chip, right? The little cracker, right? That represents the flesh and blood of the flesh, right? And then you drink this little this little grape juice, dark grape juice too. The motherfucking grape juice that shit wasn't no regular grape juice. You swig that back, and you know, you never asked why. You know, I never asked what was that about. I just did it. You know, I was raised like that. And when the light bulb went off, it fucked me up. And I was like, man, what in the hell? Because again, why is we eating the blood, brother? Why? Why is we eating the flesh? What the fuck y'all got us doing in here? Respectfully, no. Why is we doing that? No, I can't do it with you. I'm sorry. I don't want it. I don't want it. Why is we eating the flesh and drinking the blood? Bitch, you some cannibals, B. I'm not with the cannibalism shit. Yeah, I'm not with it. No, bitch. No, bitch, I don't, I, no. Me and my mama, you know, she didn't like that, but it is what it is. I'm not eating no goddamn flesh. See, I got older was doing to me. You know, I could have smacked the pastor behind that. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. The Most High, the universe, know what to do. Because if I would have figured that out while I was in the church, I would have ran down on the pastor. Yeah. I would have ran down and goddamn it, smack you out your robe and all that. Drag you down the goddamn aisle in your robe. Yeah. I would have did. The Most High knew not to give me those downloads while I was at the church. Bitch, you got me eating flesh. Yeah, oh, it's the flesh. It's the flesh of God. And it's the blood of God. Why in the fuck is I eating the flesh of God, man? Why? I ain't eating no goddamn flesh, man. Oh, it's the representation. Yeah. I'm out of here, brother. Yeah. I would have got to putting hands on your ass, dragging you all up and down the road. Yeah, grabbing your robe and all that, kicking your ass with putting my goddamn yeah, I ought to put my Easter shoes all in the back of your ass, kicking y'all in your back of your back with these motherfucking slippers and these goddamn pointy ass Easter shoes I got on this suit. Oh yes, yes, yes. I ain't been back. I ain't been back. So it is Easter Sunday. I think it's Good Friday. I think that's what it is. And I don't really get involved with that no more. It's something about it. And I used to love it. I couldn't wait for Easter Sunday. Put that motherfucking suit on, that tie. My mama got me dressed up. All that goddamn, yeah, all that cocoa butter all on the face. Yeah, I'm shining. I'm shining like new diamonds when I walk in this motherfucker. Yeah. Good old church music kicking off in the back. Yeah, get in that motherfucker, goddammit, and get in the zone. Yeah, I couldn't wait till it was over. Cause we gonna go ahead and give me that goddamn flesh. What you got, them crackers? I couldn't get. Give me 2 crackers then. Yeah, let me get one more of them crackers. But let me get 3 of them. You got what's that? Grape juice? Yeah, it's the blood of God. Let me get 3 of them grape juices. Feeling good, feeling great. I done stepped up out the church, caught the Holy Ghost. Yeah, ate the flesh of God and drunk the blood of Jesus. No. Bitch, what you gotta do? See what I'm saying? They got your ass doing cannibalism shit all throughout your life. You've been cannibalizing. And if I would have found this out while I was in the church, pastor, oh, thank you, Lord, to the pastor, I would have told the pastor, come on down to the altar. If you if you want to confess your sins and you want to be a part of the church family, come on down to the altar. And I would have came on down to the altar. Yes. I would have came down to the altar, pastor. Yeah. And I would have wrapped you up in that motherfucking robe and I would have dragged your ass up and down that. Yeah, I would have did that. If I figured out this was some cannibalism shit you had us doing in this church, eating the goddamn flesh of Jesus. Why is we eating the flesh of Jesus? Why? Can you explain that to me? Oh, because we want to internalize Jesus and we want to internalize the blood. Just drink the blood, sir. I don't want to. We're going to internalize it. No. It's deeper than rap. I wanted to throw that out there, bitch. Let me get 2 more subscribers, man. Go out and go, come back out, come back in. It's all good. We close enough. I wanted to throw that out there because I don't really like Easter. Nah, I don't like Easter. Christmas, Thanksgiving, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but I'm going to engage and indulge in the goddamn festivities, and we gonna eat now. We gonna eat Thanksgiving food. Yeah, we gonna have Thanksgiving dinner. Cause in my mind, I would have been plotting on the pilgrims. Oh, we gonna have this dinner tonight, and then we gonna smoke y'all. Y'all not about to get on this list. Our motherfucking land. Yeah, we don't need your blankets. Keep your blankets, man. We don't need that shit. You smell like a dog. Y'all got horses? Smell like horse fur in these goddamn blankets. Yeah, keep your blankets. Yeah. Little EJ, go. Baby GMB, get that blanket. Don't touch that blanket, boy. And then after we ate our Thanksgiving dinner, we would have went here. We would have took your ass out. We wouldn't have let you take us out. No. Fuck we need your blanket for when we got bison fur. You never heard of bisons? Oh, we been killing bison all year, bitch. I got bison fur. My wife got a big bison fur. Baby GMB, he got a bison fur. What the hell we need with these little smelly ass blankets you got? Yeah. We don't want your blankets, bitch. You take them blankets. We would have shared this food with you. And we would have smoked all you motherfucker. Every last one of you, your grandmama, your babies here, your wife. Everybody gotta go. So see, in Thanksgiving, I don't mind eating the food because I know I would have been telling them, yeah, surround this motherfucker. Yeah, surround these motherfuckers. As soon as y'all would have cleared the table, I would have gave the call and everybody ass would have been out of here. Would have burned your ass at the stake, guaranteed. If I was around back then, it wouldn't have turned out like that. Hell, we want them smelly ass blankets for, bitch, when we got bison fur around. You know what a bison is? Google a bison. Look how big that mother. Hell, we need your goddamn Hey, man, get them stinking ass back. You want to put them blankets back on your goddamn boat? Yeah, you wouldn't have made it. We would have got rid of you, Christopher Columbus, whoever else you had on the boat. Everybody ass. So Thanksgiving, I'm cool with that. But Easter, you know, rabbits don't lay eggs. I'd be goddamn if I eat the flesh of any. I don't give a damn if it's Jesus. God, I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm not eating the flesh. I don't give a goddamn if it's it's Jesus. Don't you wanna internalize the flesh of Jesus? Nah. Tell, you know, respectfully, tell Jesus, Yahshua, Yeshua, tell them all, I'm not about to eat no motherfucking flesh. I'm not eating the flesh, nigga. I'm not drinking your goddamn blood. I don't give a, hey, boy, hey, tell Jesus, your people, Yahshua, so Easter triggers, I don't like Easter. Communion. That's what I think about. I think about fucking communion. I didn't even know what the hell communion meant. I don't know. Oh, we're gonna take communion. My black ass, I didn't even know what communion was. See how they lie to you? See how they manipulate you? I done ate the flesh of Jesus, drunk blood, and took my ass back into the urban community where it's cracking guns at. I done did a whole ritual, cannibalism. I've been eating flesh and blood and this motherfucker. I done went back to the goddamn ghetto, like everything all right. And I done forgot, by the nighttime, I done forgot all about it. I done forgot you had me eating flesh and drinking blood in the church. Yeah. Keep me out the church because ain't no pastor safe if I go in the church and y'all get to passing that shit around. I'm gonna run down on the pastor. Respectfully. All right. Big salute to the chat. You already know what time it is, man. It is your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. I suggest you tap in.